Good morning and welcome to your Daily Spark. If you could ask God for one thing, what would you request? Would it be money, power, fame? Well, David tells us what he would ask for. He said, I long to live in the house of God. And he emphasizes the word live because that deserves to be emphasized. You see, David doesn't want to chat with God. He doesn't want to have a cup of coffee with God. He wants to live in the presence of God. Not on the back porch, but right in the presence of God. He doesn't ask for a meal. He doesn't ask to hang out. He wants to live forever permanently in the house of God. See, David doesn't want to be stationed in God's house. He wants to retire there. He doesn't want to seek temporary assignment. He wants to seek a lifelong residency in the house of God. So when David says, I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever in Psalm 23, for example, he's simply saying that he never wants to step away from the presence of God. He craves to remain in God's presence, in the atmosphere, in the awareness of God's house. Wherever God is, he wants to be. The Lord's Prayer is a floor plan to the house of God, a step-by-step description of how God meets our needs when we dwell in him. Everything that occurs in a healthy house is described in the Lord's Prayer. Protection, instruction, forgiveness, provision, it all occurs where? Under God's roof. Why then would you say, don't more people seek his protection, forgiveness and instruction? My answer is simple. As simple as the question is direct. Most people have not learned to dwell in the house of God. Oh, come on. We visit it maybe every Sunday, maybe for a few minutes at the start of the day. We stop in, from time to time. We drop by for a meal. But do we abide there? Do we live in the presence of God? Remember the promise of his Son. If people love me, they will obey my teaching. My Father will love them, and we will come to them and we will make our home with them, he says in John 14:23. So today, I want to encourage you as you go into your day, make your permanent home with God. Don't just visit. Don't have a cup of coffee or a meal. Say, Lord, I want to live with you. Live in his presence every moment, not just at church, at home, in the car, wherever you are, you can live in the presence of God, because his temple is not on some mount over in Jerusalem. His temple is you and I, our bodies together. So God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.